It's the best of the Ron and Fez show on 106.7 WJFK.
It's Ron and Fez, 106.7 WJFK.
What do you think of this story, Fez? Out of Ole Miss, your favorite college.
I love Ole Miss.
They are going to replace Colonel Reb. That's that big-headed colonel that they have that looks like a Confederate colonel.
Oh, yeah. He looks like Colonel Parker or maybe Colonel Sanders or something.
Right. So apparently now, I guess they got rid of the Confederate flags.
Yeah.
And now it's time to get rid of Colonel Reb.
Now, that's sad. Now, here's the thing. With a mascot, I can understand, like, if Native Americans get upset if there's a big toothy Indian, like the Cleveland Indians, something like that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Even Redskins. I can understand.
Since it's actually pointing out that their skin is red.
Sure. But this Colonel Reb, there's nothing wrong with this mascot.
All right.
It's an old Southern gentleman.
But does he look like a plantation owner? I mean, it's kind of a stereotype of an old-fashioned plantation owner. Or has the PC thing gone just so far that it's ridiculous now?
I think at this point the PC thing has gone way too far. I can understand the Confederate flag. Yes, that offends people. That's a symbol of something that was prejudice and hatred and divisive in the country.
Maybe when Ole Miss comes back with Sammy the Slave Boy.
Oh, that should help things. The new Ole Miss mascot, Sammy the Slave Boy.
Just a guy running like Kunta Kinte. He's dressed like Kunta Kinte.
Very nice. Why don't you just call the cotton picker then? Put him on all the signs and posters and flags and pennants.
And they're just chucking cotton into the stands every time.
There you go, Cotton Pickin' Charlie. The new mascot for Ole Miss.
What if they just go with Beauregard the Boss Man? He's wearing shades. He's constantly walking around looking. Taking them out, boss. Just cheering, boss. Just cheering.
All right, I guess we go with Manny Mandingo. And just have all the cheerleaders around the mascot. Enjoy Manny Mandingo.
What about Aunt Jemima? Would she be a decent mascot for Ole Miss?
I'm sure no one at Ole Miss would complain.
Yeah, right. They'd be fine with it. Oh, there's Aunt Jemima. We must have scored.
If you look at the season ticket holders, I bet they have no problem, bringing in Uncle Ben as the new mascot. That should be no problem whatsoever.
Maybe they just go Larry the Cable Guy and just leave it at that, Fezzy. It's just, there's old Larry.
I don't know if they have to do even anything that has implications to slavery. Just something that means Ole Miss,
right.
Mississippi.
Ole Miss State. That's what they ought to call this college. Ole Miss State.
It was a big mistake.
866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. They are going to replace old Colonel Reb. Fuzzy Howard love Colonel Reb down at Ole Miss.
Colonel Reb, Ole Miss, the Rebels.
Surrender hell, this ain't over, boys.
I'm going to do it again.
Ole Miss is coming back. Can they even keep their name the Rebels? Is that a bad thing?
I bet that'll be the next thing to go. He's Colonel Reb, named after the Rebels.
Right.
And I bet Rebels is the next thing to go.
Sure.
Because just the thought of the name is going to make people think slavery, racism.
My idea, if you want to keep it close, is the Rubbles, and you just have Barney Rubble come running out.
That I would love. The Fighting Rubbles.
And then the then they're the Running Rubs. The Running Rubs, Barney Rubble Boys.
866-277-4969.
Here's Paul. Paul, you're on Run and Fez. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Paul.
Very good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, I hear you talking about the mascot. Go on to the internet. Look up University of Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
Or it might be Northern Colorado University. The mascot, the team is the Northern Colorado Fighting Whiteys.
Fighting Whiteys.
Beautiful
Nice.
name. Awesome T-shirt. It has a guy that looks like a NASA engineer from the 50s.
Yeah.
Little glasses, crew cut. Awesome.
Now I'm offended.
Now, the Fighting Whiteys sounds like when Fez's family gets together for a barbecue. They're the Fighting Whiteys.
The Whiteys are the Watleys.
What about the Ole Miss Fighting Whiteys?
I think if that's what they want to do, that's fine. If they can't handle Colonel Reb, What? I don't see why this is stereotypical. Is it because he has a big head?
Yeah, it's a big head.
Everything with a big head is not stereotypical.
What about the Ole Miss little penises? And you just leave it at that. And it's a way of taking a shot at white people. 866-277-4969. Rory's got a joke for us, Fuzzy.
I heard they're going to rename it My Sister Is My Wife, Susie.
So her name will be...
That's the mascot?
Yeah, My Sister Is My Wife, Susie.
And it's everybody's wife? 866-277-4969. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
I didn't get it.
Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, why not just go with the obvious choice, and that's the Fighting Gumps, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, Fezzy. It's the Fighting Gumps.
I think Bama would be upset.
Run, Forrest, run. Stop, Forrest, stop. Here comes Wonder Boy, or as you now call him, Clay.
Hey, Clay. Good luck tonight on American Idol. He looks just like Clay, people.
I heard actually they're going to go with the whites only water fountain Willard. Was going to be
Oh, I like that. The whites only water fountain Willard.
Just a big water fountain. Takes the field at halftime. Starts spraying down the fans. They're having a great time.
That's for whites only. Hey, Rod, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey.
Hey, Rod.
How are you?
We're great, buddy.
Hey, just want to say we ought to call them the Mud Puddle Jumpers.
The Mud Puddle Jumpers.
The Mud Puddle Jumpers.
I'm not even getting the gimmick, but thank you very much.
Yeah, I didn't get that one either. Went over my head. So that one slipped past me.
Yeah, that went by you.
I mean, I guess they could just do like, a big double wide as their mascot.
Let him come running out, big shoes.
Sure, Tommy the Trailer. Something like that.
What do you got for us, Mikey?
I heard they're going to name it the Old Miss Confederate Fags.
Oh.
Quiet that, gay people.
You were the one with your pants down on the casting couch.
You think we forgot that story already? What do you got for us,
Here comes a Southern truck driver, Ronnie.
Just simply the Old Miss Tooth.
No, they just got the one, tooth.
There's one tooth.
I see. Oh.
There's a big dancing tooth on the sideline.
The old missing teeth.
There's our tooth. Missing teeth.
The halftime shows, they come out and they brush it.
Yeah. What about the Manning family? Well, they just call them what they are. They're the Manning family.
That's where Eli quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
And Archie was there?
Archie was there, yeah.
866-277-4969 is the toll-free phone number.
Hi, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you? Yeah, go ahead. Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, what about the Ole Miss Bigot?
The Ole Miss Bigots, Fezzy, and make it that blunt.
You know, it's blunt. It's right to the point. It might just work.
Yeah. Here is Ray. Ray, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
Hey, listen, they ought to have their mascot as buckwheat, and they can call themselves the Fighting Rascals.
I like the idea of the Fighting Rascals, Fezzy. Yeah. What is it, Wonder Boy?
How about the Old Miss Jeff Foxworthy?
And just leave it at that?
Yeah, just have him out there.
Yeah. Here is Ed. You're on Ron and Fez.
Ed.
Yeah, I just got season tickets for the Ole Miss Mullets.
The Ole Miss mullet.
That's my favorite so far. I like that one a lot.
Everybody's got to wear a mullet, even the women, which I always love a woman in a mullet.
Now, what'll happen is the mascot will come out. It'll be Colonel Mullet.
Right.
He'll have a big giant head with a big giant mullet. Someone will get offended, and we'll have to stop that, too.
And then on the side of the helmet, it just says business in the front and party in the back. That's our mullet, boys.
That's their play like a champion today. That's the sign they got to slap on the way out of the locker room.
You ever see those southern women with a mullet and they're like, yeah, I want to keep it off the ears.
It's too hot in the summertime. You can't have hair down on your ears.
You got, I like it in the back for party time, but I got to keep it off the ears.
You can tie that off, put it through the back of a baseball cap if you need to.
Yeah, that's always nice when you do that in the back. Let people know, you're classy. Here's our buddy, D.C. Reed. Reed.
D.C.
Yeah, I hear the new mascot's going to be called Jimmy the Crow.
Jimmy the Crow.
Oh, nice. Jim Crow's Law says. Very nice. Talking about Ole Miss. Well, the political correctness is striking again. They're going to eventually get rid of Colonel Reb, the mascot of the University of Mississippi.
Now, are the Redskins going to be able to keep that name as the years go by? Every year they take a take a shot at the Seminoles, the Cleveland Indians, the Redskins.
Yeah, I mean, every year you see, like, they're doing it on the high school level now.
Yeah.
Where, like, anyone named the Indians, high school mascot, that gets changed. There's schools called Warriors that are getting changed because it's a Native American mascot.
Oh, I thought it was from that 70s gang movie. Warriors, come out to play.
But the Redskins, I bet the Redskins keep the name for a long time to come. I think it's so steeped in tradition that there's no way they get a hold of that.
Yeah,
the political correctness.
But even the term red skin is a little more offensive than Indian.
It's pretty brutal.
You know, the only ethnic group that literally likes the name that's put up there is the Fighting Irish in Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They love it. The Irish people, oh, yeah, I'm just crazy about it. That's
Leprechaun with his fists all balled up.
That's us, always ready to go. My high school actually played against a team. We grew up in Pennsylvania, and we played against the Fighting Amish.
Oh, how were they?
Wooden helmets, wooden mouthpiece, everything.
Yeah, that's not fair.
We beat them 106-0.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we started to molest their cheerleaders.
The problem was they freaked out when the scoreboard lit up.
Every time that instead of actually rushing our quarterback, they just turned his back and shunned him.
Oh.
And it just, we went deep every play. Fez, I'm not going to lie to you. DJ, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, DJ.
Hey, how about Colonel Trent Lott as the mascot?
Trent Lott wouldn't even, if Trent Lott was the mascot, he wouldn't even need the big head. It's already natural there.
Oh, damn, I got to go back to the game, and they're going to shoot me out of a cannon.
The Fighting Trent Lott.
Here's Jim, you're on Fez.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Ron, I got to correct you. The Seminole Indian tribe likes Florida State being called the Seminoles because they're winners.
I don't know. I think it goes back and forth at Florida State.
You go back, you take a look. You got, what's his name, Chief Billy Holiday or whatever his name is.
Their mascot is Chief Osceola.
But
the Seminole Indian tribe chiefs, they go.
I know what you're saying, Jim, but there's more than just one tribe, from what I understand. And every year it comes up.
There's three of them, and all three of them are behind it.
And a lot of times it's politically correct white people that are trying to help out the Native Americans.
Sure. 866-277-4969. How come no one ever takes on Chinese people as their mascot? You know, no one's ever done like a samurai or a ninja.
Right. There's enough, violent background there.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's war in the background.
Right.
If you use those names, ninjas, samurais.
Never comes up.
The Khans.
No one ever says Puerto Rican gang members is their football team. Oh, man, we're playing the Puerto Rican gang members. That's going to be rough.
Boy, can those kids cut.
Hey, does anybody ever use, like, an African tribe and any of those kind of warriors?
I don't think so. I don't know if there's any Zulus or anything.
A Mau Mau, something like that?
No.
It's always on.
Yeah.
Why always the Indian? What the hell's the thing with the Indian?
They go right for the Native American name.
Yeah. Every single time.
I think a lot of that is when you see high schools that have Indians as their mascots, a lot of those cities that those schools are in already have Indian names.
Right.
So they try to play off of that heritage like it's their own.
Yes. We conquered that Indian thing. The first thing, if you're in the conquer place, get rid of the Indian name. Here's Mike. Mikey, you're on Fez.
Mikey.
Yeah, well, you're right on with the Irish being the only politically correct one. In fact, the tryouts there, you should see them. There's the blacks, the Chinese, everybody's lining up trying to be the Fighting Irish mascot. And I think it's just perfect that everybody wants to be the Fighting Irish.
A lot of years Notre Dame will go with a black leprechaun as their mascot.
And what's the big joke? Where are you going with this?
No way.
White people are so scared of black people.
I'm ready to nail you with that at any second I have to.
I'm just stating the facts about the University of Notre Dame.
Oh, you're just saying?
Yes, I'm just saying.
Back to the Indians thing, the St. John's University had to change their name from Red Men to Red Storm. Like, the Indian tribes would not allow them to.
All right, so
how about they were named after the chewing tobacco?
All right, how's Red Men any less than Red Skin?
Exactly, yeah, and I think that was the problem.
No, that isn't the problem. I'm making a point.
No, I mean, I think it is starting with the colleges, and eventually they will get up to.
Why do they have to work their way up? Like they have to go through.
Because I think like a college can have more pressure. You know, you can put more pressure on a college because it's supposed to be like a good thing.
Oh, we got to take a break. It's supposed to be a good thing, Fezzy.
College is supposed to be good.
Unlike professional sports, where they're only here to hurt. 866-277-4969. Ron and Fez.